Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. 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 When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. 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 Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Prayer is power. When you pray, then you are in touch with your higher consciousness. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Pray. Pray. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. Prayer is power. What are you going to do? Pray. Pray. Pray.
Welcome, everyone, to Dr. Pillai's Religion of Religions YouTube channel. Today is July 4th, 2024. Happy 4th of July to those of you that are in the United States. This is our Independence Day. We are about to do a live planetary puja using the chart of now, based on my current location in the state of New Mexico in the USA. My name is Swamini Valli. I am a Pillai Center teacher and priestess and an AstroVed astrologer, and I'm very happy to be hosting this program Monday through Friday on this channel. Dr. Pillai has explained the planets and stars are more than just objects in outer space. There is a divine light being associated with each of them. As we do the puja, we are connecting with those light beings and inwardly experiencing their blessings to us and to our planet. To do the puja, I'm using the South Indian style layout of the chart. I've drawn the chart in chalk on a little blackboard that's laying flat on a side table here. And also to do the puja, I have a little container of water. I have a lit tea light, I have an incense stick, I have a bell, I have a raisin, and I have a bowl of fresh flower petals. The flower petals are very important as the flowers have great purity. And when we hold a flower or a flower petal in our hand, as we're doing a prayer or a mantra, the purity of the flower is able to take that prayer or that mantra directly into the realm of the Akash and update our Akashic record with that positive vibration. So we're very grateful to all the little flower petals that we use in the puja. We start the puja with the water. I'm sprinkling a few drops of water on all four sides of the blackboard to symbolically purify this space for the puja, putting a few drops of water on my own head, and I'm sending a few drops of water out into space towards all of you, so that all of us are purified going into the puja. Next, we invoke Ganesha, the archetype who removes obstacles and also is a patron of astrology. Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang, Om Shring Gang. We ask Ganesha to come and to remove all obstacles from this puja, and I ask him to remove obstacles in the lives of all the participants in the physical, mental, emotional, financial, and spiritual areas of our lives. I ask him to remove obstacles for all of us, now and always. Now we do a short Tamil chant, asking all of the planets to be beneficial towards us. Asura Nalla Nalla, Ave Nalla Nalla, Atiyar Arvarku mikave. Asura nalla nalla, ave nalla nalla, atyar arvarku mikave. Asura nalla nalla, ave nalla nalla, atyar arvarku mikave. We ask all of the planets to be beneficial today towards us and towards our world. We thank Saint Gnanasamunda for teaching this chant, and we are grateful to Dr. Pillai for sharing it with us. Now we turn our attention to the time elements that are active in my local area. We start with the planet ruling the day. Today is Tuesday, ruled by Mars. I put flower petals on Mars on the blackboard chart. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now we honor the star that the moon is in. Right now, the moon is in a star called Uttara. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Uttarshadaye Namaha. Om Uttarshadaye Namaha. Om Uttarshadaye Namaha. Next, we honor the Tithi, or the moon phase. In my local area, we are in the second waning moon called Dvitya in Sanskrit. I put the flower petals on the moon. Om Dvitya Devye Namaha. Om Dvitya Devye Namaha. Om Dvitya Devye Namaha. Now we honor the planet that's ruling the sun. Excuse me, we honor the planet ruling the hour, which is the sun in my local area. I put the flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we acknowledge the yoga and the karana time elements. Dr. Pillai said for these time elements, we would not use flower petals. We would say their names in Sanskrit 3 times each. The yoga that's active right now is one called Vajriti, which has energies that can be divisive. Vajriti, Vajriti, Vajriti. And the Taitula that's active right now, the Karana that's active right now is Taitula, which has energies that are steady. Taitula, Taitula, Taitula. When Dr. Pillai did a 9-planet ritual over the weekend recently, he talked about how as he starts to call the planets, they're all coming in. And sometimes I feel like that. They're all jumping in. It can be hard to just keep the concentration. So thank you for your patience with me. Now we turn our attention to the chart of the moment, which is, we start with the ascendant sign represented here with the letters AC. This is in the sign of Karkataka, or Cancer. Dr. Pillai said we start the puja with honoring the planet ruling the ascendant sign. The ascendant sign means the planet, the sign coming up on the eastern horizon in my local area. The planet that rules Cancer is the moon. We honor the moon as a gesture to his importance at the moment as the ascendant ruler. I put flower petals on the moon. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Today in Cancer is the planet Venus. We honor Venus, and I put flower petals on him. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Venus is in a star called Aslesha, a star of mystical power. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Astashaye Namaha. Om Astashaye Namaha. Om Astashaye Namaha. Aslesha star is ruled by the Nagas, ancient light beings who know secrets about cycles of time and have great wisdom. I put the flower petals on Venus. Om Nagasye Namaha. Om Nagasye Namaha. Om Nagasye Namaha. Aslesha star is ruled by Mercury. I put flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Karkata, or Cancer, the most emotionally sensitive of all the zodiac signs, today containing Venus, planet of love, beauty, joy, planet that helps us to experience material plane comforts and also the arts. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Now we're going to go around the chart in a clockwise direction, stopping in every sign that has one or more planets in it. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Simha, or Leo, which today contains Mars. Leo is a fire sign and Mars is a fiery planet. Mars is comfortable to be here in this sign. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Mars is in a star called Magha, a star of royalty consciousness and high self-esteem. Om Maghaye Namaha. Om Maghaye Namaha. Om Maghaye Namaha. Magha star is ruled by the Pitris, ancestors who have moved on into the planes of light. We invoke their blessings. Om Pitrisye Namaha. Om Pitrisye Namaha. Om Pitrisye Namaha. Magha star is ruled by Ketu. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Magha star, now we honor the planet that rules Leo, which is the sun. I put flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Simha, or Leo, a sign symbolized by a lion, a sign of power, energy for leadership, and also a sign that can help us in any of our dealings with the government. Today containing Mars, planet of courage, willpower, planet that has energy for both healing and protecting. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Tula, or Libra, which today contains Ketu. Ketu is moving retrograde. In the fall, in October, he'll be crossing over into Virgo, but right now he's still in Libra. We honor Ketu, and I put flower petals on him. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Ketu is in a star called Chitra, a star symbolizing the flower petals on Ketu. Om Chitraye Namaha. Om Chitraye Namaha. Chitra's star is ruled by Tvashtar. He's a divine master craftsman. I put the flower petals on Ketu. Om Tvashtarye Namaha. Om Tvashtarye Namaha. Om Tvashtarye Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Chitra's star, which is Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Libra, which is Venus. I put flower petals on him. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Tula or Libra, a zodiac sign with energies for balance, fairness, harmony, today containing Ketu, who is sometimes called the saintly planet. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Going in a clockwise direction, the next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Makara or Capricorn, which today contains the moon and also Pluto, who is retrograde. Both the moon and Pluto are in the same star today, so we honor both of them before we invoke the star. I start with the moon and put flower petals on him. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Om Chandraya Namaha. Now we honor Pluto, who is retrograde and extra powerful. Om Krum Pruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Pruntankaya Namaha. Om Krum Pruntankaya Namaha. Both the moon and Pluto are in a star called Uttara Ashada, a star that can give long-lasting blessings for success. I put the flower petals across the moon and Pluto. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Shadaye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the 10 Visvadevas, 10 archetypes who each embody a unique, divine, universal principle. We ask for blessings from all 10 of them, and I put the flower petals across the moon and Pluto. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Om Visvadevasye Namaha. Uttarashada star is ruled by the sun. I put flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Capricorn, which is Saturn. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. Om Sanisharaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Makara or Capricorn, a zodiac sign that can activate ancient past life skills and abilities, today containing the moon, which is our mind and our emotion, and also a planet that helps with receptivity to light. And Pluto, a planet that Dr. Pillai says can help with rationality and science. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with the planet in it is Kumbha or Aquarius, which today contains Saturn, who is retrograde. and extra powerful. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Saturn is in a star called Satyabisha, a star that has so much healing energy, its nickname is 100 physicians. It's also a star that can give blessings to have interest in esoteric subjects. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Excuse me. Om Satyabishaye Namaha. Om Satyabishaye Namaha. Om Satyabishaye Namaha. Satyabisha's star is ruled by Varuna, archetype who rules the rain and the oceans. I put the flower petals on Saturn. Om Varunaye Namaha. Om Varunaye Namaha. Om Varunaye Namaha. Satyabisha's star is ruled by Rahu. I put flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Aquarius, which is Saturn. Saturn is sitting in Aquarius, so when a planet is sitting in a sign he rules, he feels very comfortable. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Kumbha or Aquarius, the zodiac sign that is the most humanitarian and service-oriented in energy, today containing Saturn, planet of patience, compassion, structure, organization. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. The next Rasi or sign with a planet in it is Meena or Pisces, which today contains Neptune, who is retrograde and extra powerful. I put flower petals on Neptune. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Om Vam Varunaye Namaha. Neptune is in a star called Uttara Bhadrapada. Dr. Pillai says this is a star that can help with business development. We ask this star to help us with any of our business dealings, and we ask this star to help businesses on this planet to be conducted with integrity and to be providing goods and services that are truly useful to humanity. Om Uttara Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Om Uttara Bhadrapadaye Namaha. Uttara Bhadrapada's star is ruled by an archetype called Ayurveda. Among other things, he can help to guard treasures and valuables. We ask him to guard our treasures and valuables, including our valuable that is the very earth itself. Om Ayurveda Namaha. Om Ayurveda Namaha. Om Ayurveda Namaha. Uttara Bhadrapada's star is ruled by Saturn. I put flower petals on Saturn. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Om Sanishwaraya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Pisces, which is Jupiter. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Meena or Pisces, a zodiac sign that is the most metaphysical of all the zodiac signs, today containing Neptune, a planet that Dr. Pillai says can help with intuition and with understanding our own inner life. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Now, continuing in a clockwise direction, the next Rasi or sign with planets in it is Misha or Aries, which today contains Rahu and Jupiter and Uranus. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Rahu is in a star called Ashwini, a star that can give blessings for speed and for healing. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Ashwini He Namaha. Om Ashwini He Namaha. Om Ashwini He Namaha. Ashwini star is ruled by the Ashwini Kumaras, horse-headed twins whose father is the sun. Their father, the sun, has life-affirming energy, and these two twins, these horse-headed twins, have great healing ability, and their nickname is physicians to the gods. I put the flower petals on Rahu. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Om Ashwini Kumarsye Namaha. Ashwini star is ruled by Ketu. I put flower petals on Ketu. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Om Ketave Namaha. Next, we honor Jupiter for being in Aries. I put flower petals on him. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Jupiter is in a star called Bharani, a star symbolized as a yoni, a symbol which represents the female private part. This is a star with a tremendous amount of creative Shakti, the power, the energy of the divine feminine. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Bharani He Namaha. Om Bharani He Namaha. Om Bharani He Namaha. Bharani star is ruled by Yama, an archetype of justice. We ask him to help us to be just and merciful towards others, and for there to be justice in our world. I put the flower petals on Jupiter. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Om Yamaye Namaha. Bharani star is ruled by Venus. I put flower petals on Venus. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Om Shukraya Namaha. Now we honor Uranus for being in Aries. I put flower petals on him. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Om Hram Prajapataye Namaha. Uranus is in a star called Kritika, a star that can give blessings for truth. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Om Kritikaye Namaha. Kritika star is ruled by Agni, archetype who rules the fire element. I put the flower petals on Uranus. Om Agnihe Namaha. Om Agnihe Namaha. Om Agnihe Namaha. Kritika star is ruled by the sun. I put flower petals on the sun. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Aries, which is Mars. I put flower petals on Mars. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. Om Mangalaya Namaha. We pause for a moment and reflect on Misha, or Aries, a fire sign that has very active energies, today containing Rahu, a planet that can help us with new technologies. Jupiter, a planet that can help with spirituality and wealth and everything related to banking or legal matters. And Uranus, a planet that Dr. Pillai says can help with creative abilities, higher intelligence, and even astrology. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Last but not least, the final zodiac sign that has planets in it today is Misha, or Aries, is Matuna, or Gemini, which today contains the sun and also Mercury. Just a second, please. We start with honoring the sun. I put flower petals on him. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. Om Suryaya Namaha. The sun is in a star called Ardra, a star symbolized as a teardrop of compassion. This is the birth star of Pillai Center teacher Mohini, who helps run, she's the global director for Tripura Foundation, Dr. Pillai's nonprofit humanitarian organization. Now I think she has a moon in a good star for working in that organization. We put the flower petals for Ardra on the sun. Om Ardraye Namaha. Om Ardraye Namaha. Om Ardraye Namaha. Ardra is ruled by Rudra, a very fierce form of Shiva, where he can come and destroy negativities, both within and without. Om Rudraye Namaha. Om Rudraye Namaha. Om Rudraye Namaha. Ardra star is ruled by Rahu. I put flower petals on Rahu. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. Next, we honor Mercury for being in Gemini. I put flower petals on him. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Mercury is in a star called Purnavasu, a star symbolized as a quiver of arrows, a star that can give blessings for freedom. I put the flower petals on Mercury. Om Purnavasaye Namaha. Om Purnavasaye Namaha. Om Purnavasaye Namaha. Purnavasu star is ruled by a goddess called Aditi. She is considered to be the mother of many of the gods, including our own sun. I put the flower petals on Mercury. Om Aditye Namaha. Om Aditya Namaha. Om Aditya Namaha. Hornivasu's star is ruled by Jupiter. I put flower petals on Jupiter. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Om Gurave Namaha. Now we honor the planet that rules Gemini, which is Mercury. Mercury is sitting in Gemini today. And again, when a planet sits in a sign he rules, he's very comfortable to be there. I put the flower petals on Mercury. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. Om Buddhayeha Namaha. We pause for a moment and we reflect on Matuna or Gemini, a zodiac sign with a great range of energies, today containing the sun, which is our soul, and also a planet so important for our health and our self-esteem, and even our ability to have what's called in English a sunny disposition, to be cheerful. And Mercury, planet that helps with communication and business and our sense of humor, and also our ability to be analytical and to recognize patterns. We pause for a moment and reflect on this. Now I take a lit tea light, and in my right hand, I hold it above the blackboard that has the chart drawn in chalk and the many piles of flower petals. And in the air, I circle the tea light around the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction, offering the element of light to all these divine beings we have invoked. Next, I take a lit incense stick to offer the element of air and also a sweet fragrance. And I circle this above the chart 3 times in a clockwise direction. Now I take a bell to offer the element of sound. Now I take a raisin, a small fruit to represent the earth element, and I circle this above the chart in the air 3 times in a clockwise direction. Later in the day, I will eat the raisin as a kind of prasad or blessed food. Right now, I make prayer hands, and I make sincere prayer to all of these divine beings that we have just invoked, asking them all to send their positive blessings into the lives of each of us and also into the lives of our families, our friends, our neighbors, our colleagues, our homes, our workplaces, our schools, our communities, our countries, and indeed the entire world. May everyone on this planet have healthy food to eat, clean water to drink, clean air to breathe, a safe place to live, good clothes to wear, access to health care, good education, sustainable jobs, and may everyone on this planet have love in their life, now and always. I pray for enlightened leaders, enlightened citizens, enlightened laws, enlightened countries, and entire enlightened civilizations. I ask for blessings for all of my teachers, past, present, and to come. And I ask for blessings for all of my students, past, present, and to come. And I make a bow. You can continue to make your own prayers in silence for a minute, and then we can do short Q&A. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to the body, peace to the mind, peace to the soul, peace to the environment. Peace, peace, peace. May we all go about our day or our evening in peace. Thank you all so much for joining. I truly appreciate your participation and your support. Right now, if you post questions in the chat, I will do my best to try to answer them. Today in America is Independence Day, a celebration of the reading of the Declaration and the beginning of our separation from Great Britain in terms of a country. It's a holiday here, a federal holiday. There'll be a lot of fireworks in some places tonight. I used to spend my summers at Girl Scout camp, so up in the mountains, we weren't allowed to have fireworks, so I'm not as attached to fireworks for 4th of July as some people are, but it will be fun in some areas to see fireworks go off. Checking the chat to see if there are any questions today. It's not mandatory to ask questions, but I'd like to give the opportunity to answer them if people have them. Okay, not seeing any questions at the moment. I want to be respectful of your time. I know for some of you, it is a holiday that you get about having some time with friends and family. So I'll go ahead and close out for today. Again, we always appreciate it when you click on the like button and when you subscribe to the channel, as it does help the channel to grow. One announcement is I will be doing a fire lab, a free fire lab, a community fire lab this Sunday, July 9th at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time on this channel in honor of Jesus, Yahweh, and Mary. I've been asked to do this once a month, and for the month of July, it's going to be on this coming Sunday. You're invited to come and join it live, or of course, just watch it later on the replay if you like. Okay, that's it for my announcements today. Namaste. May the light in me truly honor the light in all of you. May light encompass all. Have a beautiful day and a blessed week.